Hey everyone, it's Jill Celeste from the Celestial Marketing Academy and jillceleste.com. And I teach entrepreneurs all they need to know about marketing so they can become the directors of marketing for their business. And one of the most important things directors of marketing must know is who is their ideal client. Some folks will come to me and say, oh, everyone is my ideal client. And that is not true. You are not everyone's healer. Let me give you a story that I like to share, an analogy, if you will, that I like to share often in my teaching classes and in my webinars. You've heard the expression fish where their fish are, right? Well, let me give you a marketing example of how that analogy works. So let's say you have determined that a female rainbow trout is your ideal client. Woohoo! That's awesome. So you get on a boat and you got some great bait and you have your fishing pole and you're going to go fishing for your female rainbow trout. Now, the only or the first place you go to is some kind of, marina on the Atlantic Ocean. So you go, great, I'm going to go and bring my boat out there. I'm going to cast my line. I'm going to hook the most beautiful, gorgeous bait in the world. And you do that. And you're catching fish, absolutely. You're catching marlins, and you're catching little baby sharks, and you're catching tarpon, and all these wonderful fish, but none of them are female rainbow trout. And you feel really disgusted, and you come back to the shore, and you're thinking, well, I caught these other fish, but they're not ideal for me. I'm still looking for female rainbow trout. I had this gorgeous bait. I had the best fishing pole in the world. Why didn't I catch female rainbow trout? Well, the reason why is because you were fishing in the wrong water. You are not fishing where your fish are. Female rainbow trout live in freshwater while you were just fishing in saltwater. And I know that's a really simplistic analogy, but let's take it one step further. So you go home and you're like, okay, where are female rainbow trout living? And you do some research and you determine that if you want to cast your line where tons of those female rainbow trout are, you have to go maybe to like Yellowstone Park or Yellowstone River where the freshwater fish are there. This is the lesson that I teach because it brings home the importance of knowing where your ideal clients are. So first you need to know who they are, and then you need to know where they're hanging out. And these are the steps you need to take in order to attract them to your company or to your service. So I want you to do two things. I want you to first write down who your ideal client is. Look at the demographics and look at the psychographics. I'll define what both of those are. Your demographics are the characteristics of your ideal client. So that is, sex, age, location, income, that kind of stuff. Psychographics are things that they're thinking, right? Psycho means mind. So what's keeping them up at night? Where are their struggles? Where are they doing things really well? Document all of that. Put it into one document, maybe, a 3 or 4 page thing, so that you always know who your ideal client is. And then take that information and research the heck out of where they're hanging out. And I've been doing this for years, and I can continuously find new information about my ideal client. So the lesson here is you will always be learning. But at least you get on the right path to figure out how to attract your ideal clients. And it starts very simply. Who they are and where they're hanging out in large numbers. So that is your assignment for this week. Give it a lot of thought. If you need additional information on how to do this, I recommend downloading my book, which you can do for free. You can go to thatfirstclient.com. In that book, I have, it's like a workbook. So I have information there on how to determine who your ideal client is. There's actually like assignments in there. So you can download that for free at thatfirstclient.com if you need a little more assistance with this assignment, okay? So I'm wishing you lots of love. And here's to your marketing success. Have a great day.